The crack wasn't loud, but it was final, like a dam giving way quietly, just before the flood. Something slipped inside me, something I couldn't name. My thoughts scattered like frightened birds, and all that remained was one feeling. I deserved this. The thing, me, or what used to be me, opened its mouth. A second mouth, beneath the mouth. Rows of jagged teeth spiraling inward like a sinkhole into hell. And behind those teeth, I saw the stairs. The basement stairs. "You promised," it said again. And then it touched me. Just a fingertip, pressed gently to my chest, like a priest marking someone for the grave. But the moment it made contact, I felt everything. The ice, the pressure, the silence. Evelyn's final scream swallowed by water and regret. My brother's lungs filling with dark river mud. The weight of years, of guilt, of cowardice, of all the things I didn't say when I should have. It didn't speak again. It didn't need to. I got out of bed. Not because I wanted to, because I had no choice anymore. The house was different now. The hallway stretched too long. The floor sagged beneath my feet, groaning like it hated my weight. The walls pulsed, breathing, watching. The basement door was wide open. Of course it was. The air leaking from it smelled like rot. Not the rot of food or animals, the rot of time. Old, patient decay. Like the air had been waiting centuries for me to step into it. Evelyn was already halfway down the stairs. She didn't walk. She floated. Her hair trailed behind her like it was caught in water, drifting lazily in currents I couldn't see. Her hands hung limp at her sides, and her toes never touched the wood. The humming was louder now, a chant buried under static, a voice older than language. I stood at the top of the stairs. I should have run, but I couldn't. You don't run from your own sins. You follow them. I descended slowly, each step bent beneath my weight, protesting with every creak. The shadows closed in around me, thick and syrupy, clinging to my skin. The further I went, the more the house changed. The basement wasn't the basement anymore. It was something else. The concrete walls were gone. In their place, stone, ancient, wet, covered in moss and etchings I didn't recognize. The air dripped. It didn't feel like underground air. It felt like the inside of something living. The stairs ended. I was standing in a tunnel, narrow, circular, ribbed like a throat, and ahead of me, Evelyn stood beside a door. The real basement door, maybe, carved from black wood that breathed. Carved into the wood were hundreds of faces, some screaming, some smiling, all watching. She turned to me and said, "It's almost time." "For what?" I croaked. She didn't answer. She just pushed the door open and stepped inside. And I followed. I wish I could describe what I saw. I wish I could tell you there was logic to it, that there were words for it. But there aren't. There's only feeling. The feeling of gravity turning inside out. Of your bones no longer belonging to your body. Of seeing every mistake you've ever made all at once. As if regret were a place, a physical place, and I had entered it. The room was round. The walls pulsed like lungs. There was a pit in the center, and from that pit rose the thing. It wasn't a monster. It wasn't even evil. It was hunger. It had no eyes, no face, just mouths. Mouths layered on top of mouths, spinning like a wheel, opening and closing, whispering every name I'd ever tried to forget. My daughter's voice echoed from inside it. So did my brother's. So did mine. It knew me. It had always known me. I fell to my knees. It reached for me, not with arms, with memory. Suddenly I was 9 years old again, holding the flashlight while my dad beat our dog with a shovel for biting him. I was 17, laughing with my friends while they threw rocks at the homeless man behind the gas station. I was 28, drunk, screaming at Lacey while Evelyn cried in her room. All of it. Played back. Relived. The thing fed on it. Fed on me. I don't know how long I stayed there. Could have been minutes. Could have been years. Time didn't work down there. Not in the same way. But eventually, I heard a voice rise above the hum. Do you accept? I turned. Evelyn was standing on the other side of the pit, her eyes glowing with something not of this world. What? I asked, my voice barely a whisper. Your guilt, your place, your end. Behind her, the faces on the walls began to move, to scream. The mouths in the pit opened wide. Say it, she whispered. Say the words. I didn't know the words, but I said them anyway. My mouth moved on its own. The sound that came out wasn't English. It wasn't even human. It was the sound of surrender, and the pit swallowed it. Swallowed me,